What's up guys, and welcome to part 2 of my simulation and prediction game video for Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose in the finals of the Survivor Series tournament for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, of course this match isn't confirmed because both Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose have to win their semifinals matches first to move on to the finals to face off against each other, but I think most of us see this taking place. Most of us are pretty certain that both Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose are going to go through their opponents and move on to the finals to face off against each other for the first time ever on the main roster in a one-on-one match. Which is why I'm giving my prediction on this in the first place, because it's the most likely scenario to come out of this tournament, not just in my mind, but in most people's. So, this whole tournament for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, I think it's no secret that the focus of the tournament, or the tournament has been focused on Roman Reigns. He's been the focus of this entire thing, because he was supposed to face off against the champion at Survivor Series after winning that #1 contendership match on Raw, which was pretty cool, by the way, that Fatal 4-Way match. And then Seth Rollins, of course, got injured, so, it turned into this whole tournament thing. And right off the bat, Roman Reigns, who was supposed to be the #1 contender, now has to go through this tournament just like all the other superstars, instead of getting, opportunity, or, well, he did get an opportunity, but he didn't go straight to the finals to face off against the winner of the tournament. Triple H gave him that opportunity, and Roman Reigns turned it down. So, pretty much, Roman Reigns is like guaranteed to make it to the finals of this tournament. When you have such a focus on one superstar in a tournament like this, you just can't have them get eliminated before the finals. So at the very least, he's gonna make it to the finals. And despite me going with Ambrose here, I think the chances of Reigns winning the championship are pretty high. I think it's between Ambrose, Reigns, Sheamus, or even Kevin Owens. Yes, Kevin Owens. Even if he does not beat Dean Ambrose in the semifinals, and I'll get to that in just a few moments and tell you guys why. So, first off, if it ends up being Dean Ambrose versus Roman Reigns, which, most likely is going to be Reigns versus Dean Ambrose in the finals, I think the chances of seeing Dean Ambrose turn heel are very, very high. And if Dean Ambrose does not turn heel, then I'm going to go ahead and say that we might just see Sheamus cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase. Sheamus, though, has been absent the past couple of weeks, or it's like, yeah, he's been absent. We haven't seen him, and he hasn't been in a serious program in a while. He's been teaming up with Sheamus. I mean, he's Sheamus, but he's been teaming up with Barrett, and that's about it. He hasn't been, in a major feud since the one against Randy. So, this might be their way of making the people forget about Sheamus, and then at Survivor Series, bam, Sheamus cashes in the briefcase, and he wins the championship. But I don't think people have forgotten about Sheamus just yet. It hasn't been that long that, like I said, we haven't seen him in a short while, but it hasn't been that long to where we're forgetting about Sheamus, and we're not considering Sheamus cashing in as a possibility, because I think a lot of us are. And it would make sense, because whoever wins this match, whoever wins the championship here, will have gone through 2 matches, and the last time the champion went through 2 matches, it was Seth Rollins at Night of Champions, and Sheamus tried to cash in. So, why wouldn't he try and do it once again here? The thing is, though, Sheamus hasn't exactly been looking the strongest, the past couple of weeks or the past couple of months since he's won the briefcase. He's been looking pretty weak, and the last we saw of him, he was teaming up with Bad News Barrett in some random tag team matches. I don't know if they would go ahead and have Sheamus cash in, at this point in time where he's not looking that strong, where he hasn't just gone through like a major feud or something like that. Or would they go ahead and build Sheamus up some more, maybe have him feud with a top star, get a win over that top star, or at least feud with top star to where we see him on TV on a, regular basis, and then he cashes in, I don't know. But I'm not ruling out Sheamus cashing in. It could happen, And if it does happen, I think it'll happen on Roman Reigns. I don't think it'll happen if Dean Ambrose wins the championship. I only think that'll happen if Roman Reigns just wins the championship, plain and simple, no heel turn, no anything like that. Because Triple H, or the Authority right now, they're looking for somebody. Seth Rollins is out of action. So their top heel is gone. They need somebody to replace that top heel. And the reason why I'm going with Dean Ambrose and why I'm also putting Sheamus in there as a possibility, or Kevin Owens, is all these guys could go ahead and fill that role. Kevin Owens, he's already a heel, so he could do it. He's the only person that Triple H was talking to on Monday that we didn't actually hear what he was saying to the guy. We heard what Triple H was saying to Cesaro, we heard what he was saying to Del Rio, but they muted out the audio when he was talking to Kevin Owens. So maybe the Authority and Kevin Owens have a deal going on, or maybe it's just them trying to make us think that there's something going on with Kevin Owens and the Authority, but, you know, nothing's really going on, and he's not going to replace Seth Rollins' spot or whatever. And speaking of the Authority, or Triple H approaching everybody and talking to them before the match, there was one person he did not approach, and that was Dean Ambrose. Talked to Kevin Owens, Del Rio, Cesaro, even Roman Reigns, but we didn't see Triple H offer anything to Dean Ambrose. And that might be an indication that Dean Ambrose might just turn heel. You know, they didn't show Dean Ambrose talking with Triple H at all. Maybe it's to keep the people's minds off of Dean Ambrose possibly turning heel and then actually having him turn heel on Sunday. And, you know, there's just so many possibilities here. Also, if you look at the backstage Fallout video, actually my bad, it wasn't backstage Fallout video. The interview, the Michael Cole interview with Triple H on the tournament where he was talking about Roman Reigns turning down his offer and everything. He was talking about how, you know, some people like Roman Reigns, they might, you know, refuse the offer or whatever. And some other people, you know, some people might just be crazy enough to take them up on that offer. And who's the guy that's known as being crazy? It's Dean Ambrose. In that interview, there's just so many hints pointing to a Dean Ambrose heel turn this Sunday. And this might be, you know, just to make people think that Dean Ambrose is going to turn heel, or it might just be them hitting that, hey, Dean Ambrose is the one that would be crazy enough to take, you know, that offer. It's just, like I said, man, there's a lot of things that could happen this Sunday. A lot of guys that could win the championship. A lot of possibilities for heel turns. Actually, no, there's only one possibility for a heel turn. Actually, there's two possible heel turns. I know some people are saying Roman Reigns turns heel, but here's the thing, and I'll talk about why I think Roman Reigns isn't going to turn heel here. See, Triple H gave him the opportunity to get past the tournament, not compete in the tournament, and just wait until Survivor Series where he would compete against whoever wins the tournament. So whoever wins the tournament would face off against Roman Reigns for the championship, and Roman Reigns would just have to wait until the tournament was over and face off against the winner of that tournament. He didn't have to go through all those opponents that he did. Roman Reigns refused that offer, and he went through all those opponents. So why would he, after already going through all those opponents, why would he then change his mind and accept it when he's already made it to the finals? There's no point to it, and it would just be stupid. It would make Reigns look stupid. I mean, he could have just accepted it when Triple H offered it, and, you know, he would have been at the finals. He's already at the finals, so what's the point in accepting it now? So, the only way I can see Reigns turning heel is if he loses his match, his semi-final match against Del Rio. Then what I could see happening is, you know, the guys who move on to the finals, they fight it out. Whoever wins, wins. And then Triple H is like, hey, guess what? You've got one more opponent. And it's Roman Reigns, who just made an offer with Triple H. He's like, alright, you know what? What if I accept your offer right now? Can you go ahead and give me a championship match right this second? And Triple H is like, yeah, let's go ahead and do it. And they do the whole Elimination Chamber thing where, you know, when John Cena won the WWE Championship at the Elimination Chamber, retained it. And then Vince McMahon came out and made him face off against Batista right after. You know, a situation like that. I could see that happening if Roman Reigns loses to Del Rio, and then making an offer with Triple H would make sense for Roman Reigns. But I don't see Roman Reigns losing to Del Rio. But if he does lose, then I'll know that Roman Reigns is going to turn heel for sure. But also, another reason why I think Reigns is not turning heel is everything points to them wanting to use Roman Reigns to replace John Cena. If they're going to replace John Cena with somebody, they're going to replace him with a face. And just the way he's booked and him, turning down the offer and everything like that, they're really trying to get him over as a face. Like, he's like, yo, I'm not taking this offer. I'm going to earn this championship and fight my way, to get it, to earn it. Now, let me address what I was talking about earlier when I said I could see Kevin Owens winning the championship, even if he doesn't win his semi-final match against Dean Ambrose. Basically, the same thing I just talked about with Reigns, with him, taking the offer up after losing the semi-final match. I could see that happening with Kevin Owens. I could see it being Reigns and Ambrose in the finals. And Reigns wins the match, and then afterwards, because Triple H does not want Roman Reigns as the champion, he brings out Kevin Owens and he tells Roman Reigns, you've got one more match tonight, so don't go anywhere. And then it's Kevin Owens versus Reigns, and Kevin Owens wins the championship, and he's the one to replace Seth Rollins. But also, I could see that happening with Dean Ambrose if he doesn't win his semi-final match. But I think the most likely scenario is he does win it, and it's Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose in the finals, and Dean Ambrose turns heel and aligns himself with the Authority, thus taking Seth Rollins' spot. They need somebody, they need a top heel to replace Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose could just be that heel. Because like I said, Roman Reigns, I don't think they're going to turn him heel anytime soon. And if you're going to turn Ambrose heel, this is the perfect opportunity to do so. It just fits into the whole Roman Reigns road to the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, always running into obstacles. This is a pretty damn big obstacle. Another one of his friends turning his back on him. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, can click that like button. And with that said, I'm out. See ya.